Good afternoon, my dudes. It is Wednesday, which means it's bicycle time. Also, I just want to start this off with I totally recorded everything and forgot to turn my mic on. What a professional. Okay, so first, what's happening on Uncle Evetech? Well, clearance deals, they're still happening, but a lot has been sold out. So if you are eyeing something, it's going real fast. Now it's things are accelerating. I'd say about half of the deals are already gone here. So yeah, if you want a really good mouse, for instance, for no money, hashtag just saying. Steelseries as well, pretty sick deals. I've got two of them in the top 10, which will precede this. But yeah, they've got some crazy stuff, and just examples, this Apex 7. It's about the same price with shipping as what you would pay for that exact keyboard from the US, except that US version only has 1 year warranty. We get the EU versions, which have 2-year warranty. So your guaranteed cost of ownership is twice as good. So have a look at those. But starting with the top 10 at number 10, it's Samsung's G7, G3, Odyssey G to G3. This one, it's VA. The only problem right here that I can see is the 250 CDM squared brightness is a little bit on the lower end. It's VA as well, so I'm not sure how smearing and that sort of performance is going to be. It's got 1 millisecond on MPRT. The rest should be full generally on gray to gray. These aren't bad. These really aren't bad. I wouldn't say they pro FPS monitors. They're a little bit more all round, especially with them going with the VA. They're looking for contrast and color palette and stuff more than pixel response time. At number 9, it's a good way to put a swift step in that old machine. Pop this in as an OS drive, $500, and you've literally got 5 times the small file handling performance. Large file handling is going to go up 2 to 3 times in speed as well. So things like loading OS and stuff, it's going to feel way snappier. $500 for 5 years, $100 a year. At number 8, it's LG's IPS 1 millisecond 144 Hz. This is really nice panel itself. It doesn't come with a periscope neck. It's real detractors. It doesn't have that, but it does have a base mount. So if you get a desktop mount, a clamp, an arm, then you can mount it onto that. And that's kind of nice because it's a one-time purchase for that arm, and then you can use it for all of your other monitors. But this monitor's spec and price is just seriously aggressive with that sRGB of 99% because it's an IPS, so you're getting really rich color reproduction. LG as well is very good with their contrast management. Even their IPS doesn't glow as much as other brands' IPS. It's one of the things I really liked about LG is the way that they use contrasting. It's definitely a strength of theirs. So if you want a really contrasty, very responsive monitor, this thing's gonna be. And number 7 is the first of the SteelSeries with the Rival 3 wireless. The price versus performance here is astronomical. You're getting a 40G, 400 RPS TrueMove air sensor that's got good battery life, and the new quantum wireless, and it gives 400 hours of a single battery. And then it's got Bluetooth mode, so you can switch between the two. And then the dongle goes inside of the mouse, so you can take it with you. If you're a laptop guy and you're pretty serious about gaming and you want to just use the same mouse everywhere, $650. This thing is a pearler, mate. And just ahead of that, I put the Prime Plus because this sucker has a lift-off distance sensor as well. It's got a 2-in-1, so you've got the lift-off sensor and then the TrueMove Pro Plus, which is 100% tracking. Since the TrueMove Pros, all the TrueMove Pros are the only true 100% tracking sensors in market. Our daily driver SteelSeries Sensor 10, even though it's 92 grams and a third of the weight heavier than the Model O I came off of, my performance on this is better just because of that sensor. Sensor is absolutely amazing. 71 grams in weight as well with this. 69 without that as well. It is $100 more for the Pro Series. Basically the same thing, just without that extra lift of distance sensor. Breaking into the top of at number 5, it's XPG with the D20 set. I featured the D60 set last week. It's got RGB and a bit of a more frilly sort of effect to it. These are going for the stealth, the DRGB look. But the timings are exactly the same as on the D60. So you're getting all of that 3600 CL18 performance for 1,400 Rand, $2,800. You've got 32 gigs of the very good memory. At number 4, it's my pick of the premium GPUs. The RX 6800 OC is absolutely fantastic. RX 6800s are basically 3070s plus about 5 to 10%. So they come in really close with the 3070 Ti, but those are generally pushing 23,000 Rand price point. So at 19K, this is quite a strong deal. If you see a 3070 even at if it's not exactly 10% or more under this price, which is 1,800 Rand. So if it's not $2 grand, $1,900, if it's not nearly $2 grand less than this, then this is a better actually price versus performance. And because it's ASUS Tough Life, it means that you're getting this beautiful shroud, and the backplate is fantastic, and they put in their new axial fans, and it's like a baby ROG basically is the Tough, like in every way. I mean, it's full aluminium construction. They are really nice graphics cards. At number 3, it's Old Faithful. I've suggested this kit routinely, literally because of the motherboard and RAM. The 11400F is nice to have in there for the time being, but because this is a 14+2, as you can see, it's got significant amounts of power delivery. So you can slap on an 11700K, 11900K, get access to Gen 4 NVMe stuff and proper memory overclocking. Basically the best of DDR4 that you could possibly pretty much get will be available on this platform, and at a discount in the near future. As people are upgrading to 12th generation Intel stock, there's going to be a lot of people selling 11700Ks and 11900Ks in the, I would say, in the next 6 months to a year, and then you can get like a disgusting big boy CPU and just slap it on that. But the base kit for $7 grand, it's like really good. Then at number 2, it's the LG Ultra Gear 32-inch 165Hz 1440p. I have featured this before, and it fell back quite a bit for me because of the warranty term, but now they've updated it, and now it's on a 3-year warranty. This thing used to be on a 2-year warranty. At a 3-year warranty, there is no monitor with this spec, resolution, refresh rate, etc., that's anywhere near as well spec'd as this 32. And then once again, no periscope neck, right, but VESA mount capable. So once again, desk arm, it's a couple $100. You're going to be able to reuse it. And then you've got, like, there's even the Dell S2721 DGFA and this share a lot of spec, this just being a VA compared to that IPS. So I will say this will probably smear and be a little bit less responsive than the IPS, but that's 8,000 Rand. This, even with the desk arm, is gonna be what, seven and a half if you get like a really good one. Like, it's super well priced, this monitor right now. And finally, in the number 1 spot, it's the RX 6600 8GB. This is going to be the new Toyota Tazz of the gaming world. But this Asus Dual one was selected not just because of its price being at $7.5 grand. It's literally the best price per frame rate you can buy on all of Evetech at the moment. No, that is not why I selected it. Why I selected and why it's the number 1 spot, because of its port setup. Normally, especially on the entry level cards, they do 1 DisplayPort 1.4 and 3 2.0B HDMIs. This is done the other way around. So you've got 3 DisplayPorts and 1 HDMI 2.0B. And that's really nice, especially for us that have older high refresh rate monitors. Those all only worked on DisplayPort. So you can run those still off of your plentiful display boards, even if you've got triple monitor setup like my boy Josh, for instance. All of those can run at their full refresh rate because you've got an older 144. Newer stuff, you can then use the HDMI 2.0B, and all of the newer stuff also comes with a DisplayPort. So this is actually much better thought out for the ancestral technology. Anywho, that is all I have for you today. I do hope you've enjoyed it. We're going to be doing a new segment this week where I'm going to be doing a little bit of this versus that, as I do a budget battle between 2 sets of keyboards, one from Marvo and one from Gumdias. Basically the same spec and price point, and we're going to like put their feature sets up against each other and see, you know, which is the better option of the two. I'm going to be doing something similar with some mice that I've picked up, some entry-level wireless mice, and I'm going to be doing headsets, and we've got 3070 Ti with 12600K, which we're going to be looking at as we've got the final bits of the test bench together. A lot happening. A lot is going to be coming out over the next few weeks. So anyway, hope you guys stay safe, keep well, and I will see you on the flip side.